Alright, in this session we're going to talk about how to draw three-dimensionally, and we're going to work with some planes and understand the 3D geometry and what features control all that. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is make sure that all of our views are set to top here in the lower left hand corner of the screen. If that's not the case, click on G View, click Top, and click on Planes and select Top. Okay, then toggle the 2D, 3D button and make sure that is set to 2D and that the Z is set to 0. Alright, first thing we're going to do is create a rectangle. So we go to Create, Rectangle, and we're going to let our cursor snap to the intersection of our crosshair. Click, and then click again right here, and you can see the dimensions of our rectangle. We're going to make it 6 inches in X and 4 inches in Y. I'm going to click OK, right click, fit, right click, unzoom. Alright, so everything is centered up and we should have a 4x6 rectangle. Now if I rotate my screen, you can see that the rectangle is laying right on the 0 plane of the X, Y, 0 coordinate. Okay? Now what we're going to do next is we're going to select that whole chain of the rectangle, and you go to this little pull down menu, click on chain, and then click on one of the legs, and it highlights that whole rectangle. Okay, then we click on this icon that says X-Form Translate. You can either pick this icon or you can go up to this menu where it says X-Form Translate. Now we have 3 different options. We can move, copy, or join. We're going to select join, and then in Z we're going to enter 3 inches, and we're going to hit enter. Now notice that we just created a box. The join actually creates these lines and makes it into a box. If we did copy, notice that those legs are not there. If we do move, then all we do is move our rectangle. So back to join gives us a rectangular box. I'm going to click OK. Now notice again, the red color, that's the original, and then the purple. The purple is always the resulting color of something that you have either translated, copied, moved, rotated, or mirrored. Alright, so we go up here to clear colors and we get it back to black. Now we've rotated our drawing using the center mouse button, and as you hold the center mouse button down and you move your mouse back and forth, you can see we're rotating our view. Even though we're still set to top, right here at the bottom, I'm still able to look at this in a isometric view. So if we click on G View and go to top, now I'm looking at the top of the box. G View front, I'm looking at the front of the box. So it's really hard to see. We're looking at it somewhat two-dimensionally. Then we look at the back, and we look at the right. And there are no other features to recognize or even know that we're looking at the right, top, front, or anything. So that's what we're going to work on. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is go back to G View and make sure we get everything back to top, planes, top. Alright, then I'm going to hold the center mouse button down and we're going to roll it to where we have somewhat of an isometric view. Now we're going to draw right on these surfaces. The top surface, the right, the front, the back, the left, and the bottom. Alright, so the way we're going to do that is we're going to go up to Create and select Letters. Now, under the pull down menu, I'm going to pick Hartford, and we're going to do a height of 0.750. Then we're going to type in top, and we're going to click OK. Now enter the starting location of the letters, is what this little box says right here. So if I was to point at the top of this box right here and left click, it appears that it is at the level of the top surface of the box. But if I roll it, you can see it is at the level of the bottom of the box, and that is because the Z value right here in the bottom of the screen is set to 0. So if you left click on Z and you snap to that top portion right here of the box, notice how it puts in 3 inches. So now, if I locate my cursor right here in the middle of the top of the box and click it again, now you can see top is located right on top of that box. And so everything that you draw at this point is going to be drawn on this 3-inch plane up from this bottom of the box. Make sense? Alright, so I'm going to hit escape and get out of that, and I'm going to delete this top. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to write the word front on the front of this box right here. So the only thing we're going to do is click on planes at the bottom of the screen, select front. Now it's not going to change your view, it's just going to select front as your construction plane. Okay, so then we go back to letters and we're going to type in front. Click OK. And we click on the front side of this box, and notice front is located right on the face of the front of the box. Okay? Alright, so let's do the next one. We'll go back to planes. We're going to select right. Then the first thing we're going to do is left click on Z, snap to the face or the side of the right side, and now you can see we entered 6 inches in this box. Alright, then we'll go back to create, letters. We're going to type right, click OK, click right on the side of the box, and right is located on the right side of that box. Alright, let's continue. We're going to click on planes. We're going to do back. So this will be the back side. Alright, we're going to hit escape to get out of letter mode. So we're going to left click on Z. We're going to let it snap to the corner of the back side and watch how it put in 4 inches. Alright, so we'll go back to create, letters. We're going to type in back, click OK, and you can see back is on the back side of the box. Okay, let's do the next one. Let's click escape to get out of the letter mode. We're going to click planes. We're going to click left. I'm going to rotate the box around to the left side facing us. Then we're going to left click on Z. Let it snap to that corner. We are at 0. Create, letters, left. Okay. And left is on the left, so there's one left to go. The bottom. So let's escape to get out of letter mode. We'll go to planes, bottom. I'm going to left click on Z. I'm going to let our cursor snap to the bottom corner of that box, so that's set at 0. We'll go back to create, letters, bottom, enter. I'm going to let it right on the bottom of the box. Alright, so now let's hit escape, and now we're going to go ahead and go to G view. We'll go to top, and we can see top. Okay. Then we'll go to front, and we can read front on the front of the box. Then we go to right, we can see right. Then we'll go to back, and we can read the word back. We'll go to left, we see the word left, and we'll go to bottom. We got the word bottom. Alright, so that was a quick introduction to how to work with construction planes and control the Z height of your drawing plane. Alright, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.